When the British came here and they started doing these district gazetteers, cow was the only animal which was taken as milch cattle and not buffalo. Cow was the only animal. Actually, there are no people in the world normally which drink any milk except cow's milk, all over the world. When some of these Europeans come here for a visit, it's a shock to them that you drink buffalo milk. You find only the former British colonies like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, parts of Nepal and all that, and extremely rare areas of Africa where people use buffalo. Everywhere it is cow's milk, so it comes as a shock. Cow is the only this milch cattle. Another thing that has come recently is the veterinarians, scientists in Denmark and England now, they are thinking now how we can now reproduce these cows which have a hump. Because of this hybrid thing, there is no hump. And of course the Russian scientists, they told me cows without hump will be the first victims of radioactivity. Now talking about radioactivity, I was told several years before the year 2000, they told me there is one thing that absolutely we have no solution. After the year 2000, just in a few years, everything that grows in Europe, not only Eastern Europe, Western Europe, Central Europe, everything that grows in Europe will be radioactive. Every food, every item of food, every medicinal tablet will be radioactive. And that time is now. Everybody, NASA is talking about 3-4 more years, others are also. So this is about radioactivity. After several experiments, for a few years, Russians came to the conclusion that only way to save us is eating Agnihotra ash. Powder this ash a little in the morning, twice, preferably 3 times a day, and drink a little water. I asked them why. They said, according to law of metabolism, even if you are forced to eat radioactive food, the body is bound to throw it out if you use this Agnihotra ash. It contains so many elements, From the beginning I had told them, please do not go into methods of chemistry to find out how this Agnihotra works. You will not find much. It is much deeper than that. If you use methods of quantum physics, then of course you will find it as a wonderful tool. Then several problems came. Unfortunately, it was communist government, so everything goes to the government, everything secret. It was not like Peru. Peru, we have official documentation. But there, another main problem, and of course, some of these things, some American scientists tried to find out afterwards, because when they came to know about it, they were able to meet one person after the Berlin Wall went, Then, but the things he told about Agnihotra was extremely interesting. He was a person specialized, he was working with as a research scientist for the Soviet Army in their research section. And he was a specialist in geopathogenic zones, specialist for that purpose. Now, he made a statement that he described Agnihotra in his own way, something connected with ultraviolet photons, this something happens. He described it his own way. But he says, if this Agnihotra is practiced around the globe, then it will enhance the energy surrounding this earth and the cycle of maintaining this earth cycle, about which we know very little about that, But he said a firm statement, a scientist making a firm statement, and these are top scientists, mind you. He said, this has the potential to eliminate all the toxins created by industrial revolution in the last 100 years. So, you see, it's a very important thing, this homotherapy.
I went with Shree in South America, Chile, to the last human habitation most to the south, which is Punta Arenas. There, because of the effect of the ozone holes, there is cancer and leukemia at the level of epidemic. The plant kingdom looks as if someone would have poured boiling water on them. People, when they drive, they have to wear gloves, otherwise they develop oozing sores in their hands, in the neck, in the face. The government has given thousands of sunglasses to farmers, and some farmers said, when have you seen a farmer with sunglasses? And they did not wear them. Those farmers developed cataracts. It is very common for children to have cataracts and other problems with the eyes. Overnight, thousands of sheep became blind. Thousands of salmon became blind. In the television every day they say tomorrow no one should expose themselves to the sun more than 40 minutes, 35 minutes. It changes every day. And initially they had colors, but they stopped doing that because almost every day was orange or red, which means that no activity could take place. Some children have actually vomited their intestines because of the effect of the ozone hole on the health of the people. And this is a situation in Punta Arenas, in the country Chile or South America, which is known in South America. The situation in Argentina, in the city called Ushuaia, which is the southernmost human habitation in Argentina, the situation is the same, but people do not know about it because the military hold that information and they do not inform the people.
All the scientific opinion today is unanimous, and they tell us that it will not be possible for life to exist on this planet just in a matter of few years, for these various reasons. But here we are not talking something like a prophet of doom. Here, based on this ancient Vedic knowledge, we have the diagnosis in the left hand, but we also have a solution in the right hand. There is a strong divine will, and the planet is going to be saved. Science, this ancient science, will pave the way to kingdom of heaven on earth. It will be soon. That time is also soon after these disasters. It will be peace, bliss and prosperity for each and every one on earth. There is a strong divine will and nobody can oppose it. That is why all these homas are spreading in such a big way. All the ancient science is now resuscitated. Thank you.